What you are about to witness is a butt whooping like you would not believe. And before I can even show you the breakdowns of this game, we actually need to go back a few days when the Seattle Mariners walked off the Detroit Tigers, and Mitch Haniger in a post-game press conference was asked about the game and literally says, "We're a better team than the Tigers. We should beat them."
We know nothing against them. We know we're a better team than Detroit. We haven't played that way. We needed to salvage a win tonight. It's never fun getting swept by any team, but especially a team that's lower on the standings than we are. So it was a big one.
You cannot afford, as the Seattle Mariners, to give anyone bulletin board material. And whether or not that truly affected this game, you be the judge. Watch this. George Kirby's on the mound for the Seattle Mariners. He is known for living in the strike zone, has a very, very low walk rate. And sometimes he has games like this. It comes back to bite him. If you miss your spots and teams know that you're going to be in the strike zone, you're going to get tallywhacked every once in a while. And on top of that, you add in a few unlucky plays, a few miscues, you're bound to get smoked. So here's the very first base hit of the game. First inning, hard ground ball in between hop for Josh Rojas. Makes a good play on it, but they beat out the throw. And there's going to be a couple of these plays in this game. Tough play. You can't expect them to be perfect. Josh Rojas has been solid for the Mariners this year, but that's a tough play. That was scored a base hit, and I agree with it. So now you got a runner on first base, 2 outs, and you're going to get another base hit out to center field, and Victor Robles is going to throw an absolute dart into third base, but they get unlucky again. It hits the base runner. This is a great throw from Victor Robles from center field here. He has a pretty darn good arm. I didn't think he had an arm like this, but that's a good throw. Sometimes you just get a little bit unlucky. It's another one of those situations. You hit the base runner. It's gonna happen sometimes. And now we move on to the third inning. The score is 1-0. This is when things are going to start getting really ugly for the Mariners. Carpenter is coming up to the plate, and he's going to swing first pitch, Oppo Taco, out, home run, make it a 2-run game quickly. Still in the third inning, Kirby's going to miss his spot here. He's going to leave an 88-mile-an-hour pitch essentially right in the middle of the plate. They're going to take advantage. That's another base hit out there to left field. And that brings up this situation. 2-0, still a close game, still have a chance to come back and fight here. Bottom of the third inning, runner on first base, 0-1 count. You got 1 out. You're looking for that ground ball to get out of the inning. And George Kirby's going to get it. This is up to you guys. This is a close play here. Another one for Josh Rojas is going to go kind of in between that shortstop and third base hole. Again, that's a tough play. They managed to keep the run from scoring in that situation. Josh Rojas probably should make that play. It is close, though. It's another one of those like in between, not really an error, but definitely a play you probably should make at the professional level. But now you got runners on the corners again. They're going to get another ground ball here. This should have been an out. This was the biggest defensive lapse of this game. Watch this. Ground ball over into the hole. Justin Turner dives for it. Demo actually gets to it, but then Turner goes back to the bag and steals this ball from the pitcher. I don't understand what he was thinking here. Looking at this angle, maybe Justin Turner hasn't played a lot of first base. I haven't looked it up. Maybe somebody that's been watching the Dodgers or the Red Sox in the past can tell me. But as the first baseman, if you were laying out for a ground ball here, you should know in this spot, the pitcher is coming to cover the bag 100% of the time. That's what they're taught. That's what you're taught as a first baseman. There is no reason for him to dive and lay out here, not get the ball, and be thinking that he needs to get back to the bag in time to be there for the play from the second base. It's just never what you're taught at any level. It makes no sense. I mean, George Kirby, the pitcher, does exactly what he's supposed to do. He gets right to the bag. Demo makes a great play to stop this thing and keep it in the infield. Probably had the out here. But Justin Turner, what are you doing? You're supposed to be the veteran, and he has been, to give him credit. He has been. But this, that's a terrible play. They had the out if George Kirby is the one receiving that ball there. Just tough. Just really tough. So that makes it 3-0. That scores a run. You're still in the third inning. Now it is runners on first and second. You got a full count, and Jake Rogers coming up to the plate. Look at this guy. Get a load of this guy. The mustache game tells you everything you need to know about this young man right here. When I was watching this game and I saw this guy's mustache and just how he looked at the plate, I am not kidding. I said out loud to myself when I was watching, this guy's going to be a problem, isn't he? You don't want to give this guy anything good to hit. You can just tell. And he's actually going to be the one that ends up with 7 RBIs against the Mariners in this game. These are just the first ones. Full count. George Kirby's going to throw him a fastball. This actually not really that great of a pitch to hit, in my opinion. 96 miles an hour. I know it's a little bit towards the center location, but it is up in the zone. But he drills this. It goes off the wall. This is going to score 2 runs. And they try to make the play at home. They look like they maybe had a chance to get him if this throw into the plate was a little bit better. But it's a tough play. You can't expect them to make this a perfect throw every single time. But right there, you got Mitch Garver at the plate. Catch right there. Looks like if the throw was on time and he didn't have to come back across his body and sweep tag here, probably would have got the guy out. Let's move on to the 4th inning. Runner on second base, 2-2 count, 5-1 game, still a chance to win. Kirby's going to hang another pitch here in the middle of the plate, serve one up for a home run. This is when he really starts falling apart here.
Solo homer in his return to the lineup. Oh, that's not a cheapie. That ball's drilled to right field. He's back in a big way. Kerry Carpenter.
So now the score is 7-1. The bases get loaded again, and it's a 2-2 count. And who does it bring up? Jake Rogers with the handlebar is going to come up and handle this pitch, dude. He's going to drill another opposite field bomb here. God, everything about this guy just says, I hit dingers, man.
They're loaded.
2 outs and leave it up to Jake Rogers.
Rogers, right field. Did he? Haniger! Yes, Rogers did! It is a grand salami.
Hit him with the grand slam. That makes it an 11-1 game, and that's going to end the night for George Kirby. And it's not over yet. There's still so much more insult that they can add to injury here, and they do. But I just want to point out, I do think allowing 11 runs on 13 hits does make me wonder if this is more than just them teeing off on you and you missing your spots. Kind of wonder if maybe George Kirby is tipping his pitches. I don't know. I haven't really looked at the film yet. I might check out some footage tomorrow and see if I can figure something out. That is such a bad outing for George Kirby. I would not be surprised if someone came out and showed him tipping pitches in this game. Just saying.
11 runs on 13 hits, and the night is over for George Kirby.
So now we're just in pile-on mode. Here's another home run. A pitch left once again right in the middle of the plate. They're gonna drill this one.
Sitting Gio Urshela. Urshela in the air, left field side. Arozarena just gave up on it.
And in case that wasn't bad enough, that makes it 12-1. Jake Rogers with the handlebar stash comes up again, runner on second base, and he's gonna try to leg out an RBI triple here. Another pitch up in the zone. I don't get how this guy is just routinely hitting, just smoking these pitches today. Also, you can tell Victor Robles was not sprinting for this ball out here. Maybe he's protecting himself because he's still a little bit hobbled from his injury, but that's going to allow old handlebar guy back here to think he can leg out a triple. And he almost gets away with it, but thankfully they get a good relay in here. They make a great play at third base, and they manage to get this guy out. If he had managed to leg out this triple, it would have been so embarrassing. They get him out, though. Now, here comes the home run to make it 15-1. That will end up being the final score, but wait, this is insane. Trust me. Javi Baez is going to drill this thing out to left field and almost win free pizza for people in the stands.
3 straight doubles.
Javi Baez lifts it deep left field. Arozarena back at the track and the wall, and that got up and over and around the hole.
And at this point, the game is so bad, I wasn't watching anymore, but when I saw this highlight, I actually wish that this had gone in. This is an absolute rimmer right here. Oh, that almost went in. So now let's just have some more fun. Leo Rivas, a position player, comes in to pitch now. Is there anything more fun, even when your team is getting dominated, than watching a position player come in and throw a bunch of eephus pitches?
Shortstop Leo Rivas will pitch here in the bottom of.
So here's the first out he gets. That's 48 miles an hour, way up out of the zone, but he tries to get it out. Fly ball, out number 1. Out number 2 is going to be a ground ball. Another, I think that's 45 miles an hour. Ground ball out right there for him. He does give up a double on the next batter, but throws him another eephus, 46. That's in the middle of the plate. Gets his third out. How about Leo Rivas coming in the 8th inning to relieve and pitching a scoreless 8th inning? It's just hilarious watching stuff like that. It's so embarrassing. You just gotta laugh sometimes.
He wants the ball.
Yeah, he does.
I don't blame him.
Make sure you guys subscribe so you don't miss any more of these breakdowns to the MLB season. If you're a Mariners fan or not, I'm almost at 2,000. I am so close. And if I do hit 2,000, I'm going to do something to celebrate. I just have not decided yet. Help me get there. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Thank you.